You're watching Tooned-In with Shawn Geekory.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tooned-In. I'm your host, Shawn Geekory, where we bring you ridiculous stories from around the world on 100% recycled pixels. Our top stories. An unemployed 41-year-old lawyer is suing his wealthy parents for support. Faiz Siddiqui graduated Oxford University near the year 2000. After working for a series of law firms, he's been unemployed since 2011, and now he wants his parents to float his financial boat for the rest of his life. After an unsuccessful $1 million lawsuit against Oxford for quote-unquote inadequate teaching, he's dragging his parents into court. And by the looks on our censors' faces, it's possible Tooned-In News might be next. Faiz claims in this suit he was denied a spot at one of the top U.S. colleges at the time, and he believes his low marks were a factor in that decision. For someone who claims he wasn't trained very well as a lawyer, he seems to be suing people just fine. The censors here at the Tooned-In News team know better than to mess with a fully functioning lawyer willing to take his own mommy to court. And as a result, we've cut so many jokes out of this skit, we're basically just delivering the news. Let's move on. KMOV.com News 4 reported this week that a St. Louis man was attacked by his nephew for refusing to give him his Netflix password. In a story we here at the station are calling Netflix and Kill, the man goes on to state that his nephew demanded the password at knife point. After refusing multiple requests for the mysterious password, the man claims his nephew attacked him, leaving with a large laceration on his nose. We here at the station love our Netflix password as much as the next guy, but anyone brandishing a large kitchen knife is welcome to it. Since there was nothing to watch on TV, the assailant fled the scene before police could arrive. Ghislaine Maxwell had the U.S. Department of Justice jumping through flaming hoops last week as her legal counsel argued again that the accused sex trafficker be released on bail. The British socialite is charged with soliciting teenage girls in the 1990s for financier Jeffrey Epstein in arrangement for sexual acts. With the overtones of the world's smallest violin, Maxwell's team argued that her client was living in quote-unquote severe conditions, which was degrading the 59-year-old's health and hampering their $7.5 million defense. If by severe conditions they're referring to the cage the accused sex trafficker is currently staying in, then I'm pretty sure it's doing exactly what it was designed for. With access to millions of dollars, passports from around the world, and a history of evading the law, Ghislaine Maxwell is a textbook case of a flight risk. However, she pinky swore a promise to stay put in the United States and has only set aside $500,000 for living expenses to hold her over for the remainder of the trial. In addition, she's promised to renounce her citizenship to both England and France, to which both countries were likely happy to hear. $500,000 is more than 5 times the income of the average American, and statements like these will not win you any favoritism in the court of public opinion. We here at the station are pretty sure that $500,000 is more than enough to permanently escape the long arm of the law, since my brother managed to do it for 5 weeks with nothing. There's two sides to every story, ladies and gentlemen, and right now I'm going to make fun of both of them. USAtoday.com reported last week that the Kentucky Senate voted in a new bill to battle against the elevated amount of rioting seen throughout the state, because legislating emotions always worked in the past. Senate Bill 211 states that now a Class B misdemeanor comes with 90 days confinement. If a person accosts, insults, taunts, or challenges a law enforcement officer with offensive or derisive language, or by gestures or physical contact that would have a direct tendency to provoke a violent response from the perspective of a reasonable and prudent person. The most kindly worded go to hell we here at the station have ever heard. Tooned-In News is super glad we don't produce the show in the state of Kentucky, because we're responsible for Class B misdemeanors towards each other more than once an hour. We here at Tooned-In tried to find another workplace environment where a large man wielding a stick and making threats wouldn't seem out of place. However, most North American workers are protected against that type of behavior at their office, and now it's time to protect the other half. Senate Bill 211, known around the Tooned-In writing room as the No Sass-Back Bill, also comes with its opposition. Most notably, Senator Morgan McGarvey. McGarvey stated on the matter, quote-unquote, "This bill shatters what we were working towards healing." He went on to say, quote, "It further divides us and puts us legally down a road that I cannot believe this body wants us to go," end quote. We here at the station did note that Senator McGarvey didn't have to deflect multiple rocks or sticks while he was vocalizing his disappointment. The Tooned-In team would like to send our condolences to the finger-licking good state for creating the biggest ball of legal Christmas lights we've ever seen. Good luck sorting that out. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. From everyone here at the Tooned-In News team, I'm Shawn Geekory. Thanks for watching.
This has been another Fall Down Rickety production by Squarebox Cube Media.